Yes, good and decent people. Here I am sitting here, wondering, right? Reading the good book. Yeah, I like to read book. And the Almighty, read about how he carry on and do things. Anyway, simple thing. I'm trying to find a movement in this world, right? A real movement of people where they have a great love for the Almighty and His holy system, His holy laws. And all I'm finding is people loving the devil's system of Satan, loving devil knowledge, being full of it. And I'm just sitting here wondering, early morning, early morning, why it is that people think they are religious and all their religion amount to is love for Satan and his devil system. Right? People think Satan's a joke. By will, Satan can say, well, he wants the world to do as he says. By his will, Satan. So I said to myself, all right, well, to do it by his will, you first have to love his holy nastiness. Right? That's Satan's will, yeah? So Satan has a holy nastiness, which appears to be holy and righteous, but it doesn't have the power of holy and righteous, but it appears to be holy. So since it appears to be holy, people flock to it. Now, why it is that people don't know the difference between the devil system of Satan and the holy system of the Almighty? Why is it people don't know the difference between the two? Why is that? Because anytime people open their mouth and talk, they only seem to know one thing, is that they don't know the difference between the two systems. Now it's simple and plain, like night and day, good and evil, right and wrong. You have to exercise yourself in one system or the other. Now if you want to measure devil's system, you just look at the world today and you see it. Now if you want to measure the system of the Almighty, well, then you have to go to the Almighty and measure his ways. Go to him and measure his ways. Now, if people say they're doing that same system as the Almighty here on this earth, then you can measure it. You understand? You can measure it if they're doing what he says. Now you then can measure it according to what people are doing. But you don't see nobody doing strong. You take any religion, say Catholic Church, their system is devil's system. You take them Khazars, call themselves Jews, their system is devil's system. Right? So you got two set of people, and both of them, their system is devil's system. Now you take any religion, and measure it to see if it's the holy system of the Almighty or it's devil system of Satan. Which one? Any religion. Doesn't matter which. Any. Because you can't hide light and truth and power and holiness. So you take how many children go missing in the world every year, and what countries they go missing from. So say United States of America, children go missing there. Is that holy system? Right? India, children, and Saudi Arabia, children again. Is that holy system? Right? Is it holy for children to be abused and taken and kidnapped and separated from the parents for no good reason? Is that holy? Would you say that's holy? Really holy thing. Right? They talk about child protection. So what about children that go missing and abused? You take Maddie McCann, who died how many years ago? Right? From Leicestershire. No one don't hear about her again. There's more evidence she's dead than she's alive. No evidence at all she's alive. Right? So that's one little girl out of all the thousands of little children taken every year. So would you say that's a holy thing? Right? People don't concern themselves about what's holy and what's not holy. The eating of human beings, would you say that's holy? So human flesh, like in McDonald's, right? Is that meat pure? And there's no human consumption of meat in that franchise. Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah, all the meat outlets. Is it pure what they say it is? Like if it's chicken or beef or fish or pork, Whatever it is they say, is it pure, it is that, or is it human meat that people are consuming? What's in baby food? You know, food production, what is actually in the food? Is there blood? Right? Piss and shit in the food? Is there fat, sugar and salt in the food? What's actually in the food that people consume and in the water? What's in them chemtrails in the sky? What, you know what I mean? What's in what? Right? We're in this planet now. So who produces what and what is in what? So the food, the water, the chemtrails, whatever it is. Has anybody ever measured to see what actually they are spraying in the sky? Well, yes, of course, people have done scientific studies on that subject. Of course they have. But what I'm trying to say is, do people know the scientific research that's been done? And what exactly it is they're spraying? Do people know? Do people know how much children go missing and abused in the world every year? And what countries are doing it? You see what I'm saying? The news that people really need, they don't get, because you see, the people that block the real atrocities happening in the world today are the same people call themselves Khazars and Jews. The same people. You know, them ones that do all the nastiness in the basements in these big mansions. Them type of people. Right? Those that sell them soul to devil. Them type of people. All the scientists that do evil throughout the world. Them type of people. But you see me now, right? People look at me and say, it's all me doing it. So everything in the world, there are people in Leicester, UK will say it's me doing it. Right? They would. Right? There's a whole heap of people that are stupid and mud up in this world. That love to say, well, he's looking for good things, but let's just slander his name and say he's no good. He's raping women every day and raping little children every minute. There are people like that in this world today. If the police knock on my door looking for paedophile and they mention man's name, right? Like Ricky Simons, Leicester Police, UK, and they mention his name, I don't tell him. Tell him what? You understand what I'm saying? That's a police job. That's their job. And when they want to ask me a question about paedophile and this and that, right? That's life, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, paedophilia is a crime where the woman is as guilty as the man, because if it's a rape, then a man will trouble a woman or a child or whoever it is. That's one-on-one, or a gang against one, or whatever it is. But when it's paedophilia, that's a woman allowing the man to do it. That's the difference why you see, you don't hear people screaming about paedophilia, because the woman is just as guilty as the man. She allows the man to do it. And then she'll turn around and say she's innocent. How can she be innocent when the child is in the same house as the woman and the man abusing? Like drug dealers do that nowadays in the UK. So you have a drug dealer who is a paedophile and is selling drugs to the mother and abusing the children and using money to make it quiet. There's a whole heap of man doing that in the UK. Right? Plenty. So all these things, what people are doing, up and down the country in secret. Right? There is nothing hidden that will not be revealed. Now you take the Mac, right, on YouTube. He tells people things about sex change man and all heap of stuff. And you take David, that's from Leicester, right, blonde hair man, right, always chatting about Illuminati and nastiness, what people are doing. You see, man like that, that's the kind of news people need to hear. When people are saying things like WikiLeaks and them whistleblowers. But you see, the authorities don't like to hear that kind of thing. So they stop it. So the real news people don't never get to hear because it's blocked. You only hear nice, sweet things like, oh, the water might be a little bit muddy today. And you get people that are insincere and claiming, say they know about the Almighty. There is no great love for the Almighty in this world. One or two people are expressing it. That's it. There is no great movement you can join and it's love for the Almighty. There is none. As many organizations as there is out there, none of them have a judge and study the laws of the Almighty. None of them. Right? There's the Almighty. There's his laws. Any organization can take the best of their people and say, train them up to be a judge within the organization. So you got a real judge that knows the laws of the Almighty. A man. And then because, issues with women, you can have a woman female one and she deal with the women. And the man deal with everybody. But there'll be certain issues where they need to talk to children. Let the woman do it. Common sense. But every organization, you check and see if there's anybody in any organization in the world, have one single person, just one, that studies the laws of the Almighty, and they sit down and they measure their organization as to how much holy system is going on in that organization. You have health and safety officer, you have medical officer, but you don't have a holy system officer. You don't have one of them. Nowhere in the world, nobody has that job title. No way. No religion, no corporation, nothing, no business, no nothing, no army, no hospital, no nothing has that job title, holy system officer or official. Nobody does. Not in this world today. When it comes to the Almighty, nobody actually has a job concerning his ways. Now, if you think I'm just making that up, go ahead. You got an organization that's got somebody that's dealing with the holy system of the Almighty. Them stinking Khazars, one called Angel Pool on YouTube. Some idiot going on about we're not the real Jews and we're imposters and we're this and that and the other. And I'm saying holy system, and I'm still waiting for that punk to come back to me with his holy system, and he still ain't done it yet. People like him, a waste of time. There's a big difference between devil system and holy system. I want the holy system. That's my choice. But in history, they kill off people like that. And in these end times, say it's devil system all the way. That's what the Bible's all about. It's telling people, say it's going to be like the book of Revelation. Example. It's telling people, if you want to know book of Revelation, understand it, simple. I'll give it to you simple, me. Right? My mouth will tell you simple. The book of Revelation explains in detail, graphic detail, how much people love the devil system of Satan and how few people love the holy system of the Almighty. That's the book of Revelation in a gist. Now you can study because it's there. The dragon, the beast and the false prophet. That's devil system. The Messiah and the Holy Father. That's holy system. And all the angels, holy system. The new heavens and the earth, holy system. The getting rid of all the evil and crime. Like that's the holy system doing that. Against what system? Devil system. So when the Messiah comes like a thief in the night, is to do what? Get rid of the devil system. When nobody don't know the hour or the day. Right? And only the Father know that time. That is to do what? Get rid of devil system. It's not rocket science. It's simple. Right? So who loves the Almighty now? Because my life depends on him. I'm living in a devil system right now in the UK. I'm struggling. Yeah, of course I am. So are other people. Plenty people struggling in the devil system of Satan. Plenty. Men, women and children. Cat, dog, mouse, cockroach. Everything. Mash up in his devil system. Anyway, the point is how much love the people have for the holy system of the Almighty. Look at Venezuela. Devil system mashing up Venezuela in South America. Devil system mashing it up. Pure devil system that. Look at my people in America. Devil system mashing up them as well. Look at all them scientists giving Africa AIDS. A devil system that. Them Jewish American scientists giving Africa AIDS and Ebola, Ebola and Zika virus and all these things man-made by them scientists. Some of them are Catholic, some of them are Khazars, call themselves Jews. They're doing all the pollution in the world for giving people disease. Yes, they are. And making people eat human meat. Them same people again. Khazars calling themselves Jews. All the evil in the world you can put down to Khazars that call themselves Jews. And that's devil system. Criminality is same devil system. Well, it is. Come on. It's not holy. If a man's fighting for a cause and it's a holy cause, that's a different matter. But there ain't nobody doing all that. So anyway, I've been talking long enough. Right? But it's a point I'm trying to make. Who is for the holy system of the Almighty and who is for the devil's system in this world today? It's a simple thing. So if my people are for the holy system, get together and appoint people that measure that system, that are involved in that system, that can teach and preach that system. Love for the Almighty, love for the Messiah, love for one and all in the organization, love for your people, love for the laws of the Almighty again, and his holy ways, his covenants, his testimony, yeah, his temple, his holy city, his holy people. You know, love for the Almighty. Strong. That's me. Me done. I'm not a rapper. Yeah? You don't hear me say one word them idiots talk about. Not one single word. I'm not Jay-Z and all them people there in America sell them soul. Not one word they say am I saying. Not one. Why? Because I don't love devil system like them. That's why. I'm doing this why? Because I love holy system. I'm not claiming to be any goody two shoes. I'm not. I'm just saying I love holy system and I want to see it. So this is the way for me to do it, yeah? Or no? You tell me, you know, you agree or not. Because I don't mind criticism as long as you know what you're talking about. Don't tell me any Khazar that call himself a Jew is holy system, because none of them are. Whether the Rothschilds, whatever they want to call themselves, Rockefellers, whatever name they want to call themselves, they are not holy system of the Almighty. None of them. And I said that, not even the Pope. And nobody would dare put me on national TV and challenge me on that point. Nobody, not in this world, nobody. And I'll tell you now, if you think somebody would dare challenge me on TV, I'm right here, right now doing this. Contact me and bring them to the UK, Leicester, and let's go on national TV and see who's got what to say. Pope, anybody, I don't care. Because none of them would dare challenge me. Why? Because they've got everything to lose and nothing to gain. That's why. And what do they normally do in history? Kill off people that have got something to say. Look at Malcolm X. Look at Dr. Martin Luther King. Look at Marilyn Monroe. Look at JFK. Look at Princess Diana. Look at all them people, Bob Marley, all them people dead off. Look at them carefully. Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi. Whole heap of people all over. Chinese, Japanese. Whole heap. Arafat. Whole heap of people. One or two, whole heap. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. So when it comes to killing, that's not holy system. I'm not doing killing. I'm not killing nobody yet. You know what I mean? Keep my hands clean, star. Yeah, one of them. Anyway. All them bad-minded people, you don't have no holy system. All the good and decent people, if you don't never hear holy system before, keep tuning. Check the mag. Call himself Mad Mag. The mag, I call him. Yeah, man, a brother that, man. What him say? Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. Yeah, man, the mag, man. Love the mag. Serious thing. Yeah, man. Your blessings, Yah-Israel. It's our kingdom. Yeah, our kingdom come and Yah will be done. We don't get defrauded out of it by nobody. You hear me? Our kingdom, the Almighty's holy laws, it belonged to the Messiah, right? Yahshua, right? His kingdom still, yeah? And I ain't ashamed to mention him, because he's a tall man. He knows his stuff. And I'll mention his name all day long, because he's the only one that can do all this. Him one. John chapter 1, verse 12 and 13. And John chapter 15. That's the Messiah I'm talking about. I don't know no Roman Catholic JC name to give him and all them foolishness. You know, Yahshua to me sounds better than JC. I'm not a Greek and a Roman, yeah? So I say Yahshua. My name's Robert Roberts. I'm 12 tribe of Israel. I love my people. One love. Yah-Israel, our kingdom come, your will be done. One love.